We're back once again. Sorry for the really impromptu little break, but I went out and got really drunk on Saturday night, so there was no videos. Let's crack on with it. We've got two easy games coming up, so I'm expecting goals galore. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United save on the Cultured Left Foot YouTube channel. That's me. I haven't done this in a while. It's going to be a bit rusty. Today we're facing Brighton and Sheffield United. Brighton at home, Sheffield United away. I thought we'd mix it up a little bit. Don't normally see these teams games against the lower teams. Sorry, fans of those teams. But Brighton are in 19th, Sheffield United in 18th. So it should be two very winnable games. Now, it's been pretty interesting. I think the last episode we were together for may have been Man City, Liverpool. Did I come back for Everton? I can't remember. But either way, we've qualified from the European group. That's fine. We beat Dynamo 4-0. Very easy. Greenwood getting a goal. 2 for Daniel James. Lost to Watford 1-0. Etienne Capoue getting them a pretty deserved victory. We were pretty rubbish in that game. 1-1 against Everton. I played a pretty strong team. I rotated it a little bit for the Carabao Cup. I mean, Chong got a start, Traore got a start, Alou Traore in the youth team. Didn't do too bad actually when he played. We went to penalties. We won. Diego Dalot scoring the winning penalty, but Rashford, Fernandes, and Daniel James all missing. Gomez, Onyeka, Mina, and Gay missing for them. Then we drew 1-1 again with Everton in the league, but Tuanzebe got sent off in the first half, which really put us up against it, but we held on. 0-0 with Tottenham, 1-1 with Burnley. We scored after the first minute. They scored in the last minute of the game, which was very, very annoying. Norwich, we beat them 3-0. It went really well. 2-0, we've beaten Ipswich, where I accidentally played a full-strength team. It worked though. And we've just beaten Southampton 2-0 in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And today, as I said, Brighton and Sheffield United. But it's all going very, very well. I hope everyone out there in internet land has been good, because I've been very good. It's been going well. Obviously, we're on a bit of a slow burn down till FM19 comes out. I have hit the nail on the head with the world domination save, because after I'd won the Champions League with Zagreb, I thought going to do the world domination would pique my interest again. It didn't. The Man United save has taken over, and PES 2020 demo came out. So an F1, I've sort of just ended up playing that in my spare time now when I don't want to play Football Manager. So apologies if you're enjoying any of those series, and if you want me to bring them back, let me know down below. But I think the Man United save is getting the most traction in views. It's the most fun for me because we're doing something a little bit different, and PES is always just good fun to play. So hopefully everyone appreciates that. Also, to let you know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, go and follow me on Twitter at CulturedF. I do also have merchandise for sale, so if I remember to edit it in, it looks like this. And it looks like this, actually. And if I haven't edited it in, now I'm just an idiot giving you a thumbs up. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the save. Paul Pogba leads the goal-scoring charts with 10 goals from central midfield, 1 assist. So you'd probably expect those to actually be the other way around, but I don't mind. 8 goals for Martial, 8 goals for Rashford, 6 for Mason Greenwood, coming up nice and good at the moment. 5 for Fernandes, 5 for Daniel James, 4 for Harriet, and 4 for Jesse Lingard, who is wildly overrated in this game because he is really not actually very good in real life. May look to sell him. Not 100% sure yet. We are trying to move on Juan Mata, Phil Jones, Lukaku, and Chris Smalling. Lukaku does have a bid on him. We are in the middle of the January transfer window, but I can't go and buy anyone until we've sold some people, because that's how this save works. We are going with the 4-1-2-2-1 again. Everybody's pretty fit and healthy, but there will be some rotation for the next game. McTominay comes in so that Pogba gets a rest in central midfield. And that's the only difference we're going to be making. I'm expecting a pretty comfortable win, a pretty comfortable performance, and a good result against Brighton, who start with a strike force of Murray and Andone, Pascal Gross in behind, Proper and Kale in the middle, Bernardo and Montoya as the wing-backs, Duffy, Dunk, and the massive-headed M. Clark in the middle with Button in goal, David Button. Interesting that they've started David Button, who they signed for £4 million. Let's see how we get on. I don't think we've come up against a 5-3... or a 5-2-1-2, would you call it? A 5-3-2? assertively, with the favourites for a reason, go out there and get the win. And then we'll just... I need a bit more green on the screen. Oh, there was a few people getting a bit pissy about stuff, like players being unhappy and wanting to move and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of unhappiness in the squad at the moment, but I'm not too fussed about that. It's mainly people that want to leave anyway. Chris Smallings, Wan Mata, Phil Jones. So not too fast. Now Trossard is on the bench for them. He's actually started in real life very, very well. Doesn't look too bad. He's transfer listed. But he is above the age I'm allowed to sign, which is 23. There were a few calls in the comments to say, go to 25 as your bracket. Oh, I've left Ashley Young in. Bollocks. But yeah, there was a few people asking to change it to 25. But I think 23 is a good cap. It allows it to be a little more difficult. Luke Shaw, where's he pulled that from? And then a right-footed shot, which was a good save from Button. Was it in goal? I've already forgotten his name. Yeah, Button. As Bruno Fernandes over the corner swings it in towards the back post. Glenn Murray's there to get a good header away, and then Done picks it up. And nothing comes of that. As you can see, we've only attacked down the right, which is bollocks, because Luke Shaw cut in from that side and had a shot, which we all saw. As Matt Clark picks up an early yellow card. Hopefully we can take advantage of that and keep Martial and Rashford and Lingard running towards Matt Clark and really putting him under pressure. I've called him Matt. I'm going to assume his first name. Yeah, Matt Clark. Assume it's Matt. M, always assume it's Matt. D, always assume it's David. David, that's close, isn't it? David proper. So yeah, it's going alright. We're 25 minutes in and we're not winning yet, which is a bit annoying. I'll blame Jesse Lingard, 6.6. Not the best player. Bruno Fernandes fires this one in. McTominay, oh, he's just headed it over the bar. Yeah, but I think Man United are struggling in real life. If you haven't listened to Football Talk, go and listen to the podcast that I host called Football Talk. It comes out every week. There's a YouTube channel for it. It's on Spotify. It's on SoundCloud. You can go and listen to it. The link is in the description below. I didn't meant to do encourage. Why did I say encourage? That never works. But yes, I had a big hungover rant about Man United because obviously we just lost to Crystal Palace. So it was very disappointing. Luke Shaw will try and keep this one in. Get it onto his left foot. Swing across in, lad. He does. Who's there? Jesse Lingard misses it. McTominay brings it down. His cross is blocked as well. Ashley Young should get there. First time cross. Martial at the back post. And he sticks it in. And Mike Phelan was suggesting I sub him off because he looks exhausted. But hang on. Paul Tierney, the referee, is going to the VAR. I am loving life. Look at me there. I'm very excited. But he's going to wipe it out, is he? No, I think he's given it. Scott McTominay blocked. Young whips it in. Martial's there with a header. And the goal stands. 1-0. Lovely, lovely stuff. He's looking pretty tired, actually. We're going to do Lingard for Chong, I think, is what we're going to do in this next game. We're in the next half, sorry. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. That's a good team talk to say, isn't it? Right. Mr. Chong, on you come for Lingard. Start the second half. So, in this save, what would you say your price is for David De Gea? What price should I accept for David De Gea? He has interest from PSG. I'm pretty sure they're going to make a bid at some point. So I'm interested to know what you think I should... Or does he have a value? I've already got him on a new contract, so we don't have to worry about that. But, yeah, does he have a value? That's the question. Rashford is not playing well up front. We'll let this highlight play out, and then we'll bring on Greenwood if Rashford doesn't score by the end of this highlight. Dunk into Pascal Gross for Brighton, who haven't really offered anything in this game. Who's that going through? One hell of a warm-up there. Pogba on the bench going through his warm-up, but you've been jaded and said you need a rest, so we're going to give you that rest as Fred goes diving in with a good tackle up to Rashford. Here is Rashford now. Flicks it on one more to Bruno Fernandes. There's lots of space on the right-hand side. Fernandes goes on his own and puts it over the bar. Not the best of finishes. So Greenwood on for Rashford. And yeah, 22 shots to 1. Brighton really not doing much in this game at all. Let's ask the guys to get a bit creative and see if that helps. I mean, Fred is pressured by asking to be creative. You're Brazilian, man. That's all you're meant to do. Ball in. McTominay! Lovely finish. His first goal of the season. Scott McTominay gets on the score sheet. Putting Paul Pogba's position under pressure, maybe. Although Pogba's our top goal scorer with 10 goals, so probably not. But a great delivery in from Fernandes. And Tominay's there with a good header. Keeper should save it, but doesn't. And it's 2-0 United, which is lovely, lovely stuff. We really have restricted Brighton today. Does this take us top of the league? I don't think so. We're still missing out to Man City. But McTominay's at the back post again, and that header goes just past the post. The tall young Scotsman is playing very well. for us today, which is nice to see. We're actually going to do our third and final sub after this highlight. It's going to be Fosu Mensah on for Fred, I think, in the holding midfield role. As KL has just got a second yellow, and off you go, son. Cheerio, 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 as the song goes. Bruno Fernandes lines up the free kick, gets it on target. Good save from Button that time. And Davi Proper will clear it away. Yeah, let's go Fosu Mensah for Fred. And that'll be all 3 subs, and we'll let that roll out. They've sacrificed Glenn Murray to bring on another fullback or wingback. As Fosu Mensah gets involved in the game. Lays it off to McTominay, the goal scorer. Down to the left-hand side to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw comes forward. Good ball across, but I think that was Bong that got the headed away. Young will just trot there to pick this up very slowly. Fosu Mensah out to Bruno Fernandes. We're working the ball. Luke Shaw in acres of space. Martial flicks it. Out to Luke Shaw. In it goes towards Greenwood, but Martial will pick up the loose ball, and it's a good defensive header, to be honest. Out to Fosu Mensah, just on. Fresh legs. Into McTominay, looking for a second goal. Shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar. Cracked the bar from range. So unlucky from Scott McTominay. It's gutting. Andone is on the ball. Tackled very easily by Tuanzebe, who has immediately come into the first team, because that centre-back partnership between Lindelof and Tuanzebe has been very good this season. I've been very happy with it. And long may it continue under my reign as manager. As Chong struggling. Chong, I should probably stop bringing him on and start giving Gomez a go. I haven't played Angel Gomez much this season. As McTominay again looking for a second goal, and this time he's got it. The first shot from that range hit the bar. The second one beats the goalkeeper, and it's his second goal of the season, both in these games. And resting Paul Pogba has worked out wonderfully well. As Luke Shaw took the throw into Fosu Mensah, back to Shaw. He just pings it across the area. McTominay in absolute acres. The Brighton defence don't know what to do. Curls it round the goalkeeper. 3-0. Good evening. Thank you very much. Lovely, lovely stuff. I don't think we're going to win the league. I think Man City have got a really big gap at the top, but we are definitely closing in. And if we can get Champions League playing with a lot of these youngsters and then keep it going for next season, if we're still going, unless we want to do a one-season save, as Martial is in, and it's 4-0. Martial gets his 10th goal of the season as well. Matches Pogba at the top of the goal-scoring stakes. But yeah, what do you think we do? Do we do this for one save? Do we just keep it going until FM2020 comes out? There will be a video soon, when I get time to record it, about my plans for FM2020 and what I'm going to do. And Jim, I don't know if Jim watches. Jim, if you watch this save, comment below. You comment on the World Domination one. I don't know if you watched the Man United one, but if you do, comment below, because you're going to be a very happy chappy with my decisions for FM 2020, I think, as Lindelof knocks that one back to David De Gea very comfortably, who wastes a little bit of time, balls it out to the right-hand side to Ashley Young, and this should be the full-time whistle, please, Mr. Referee. Chong picks up the ball. He somehow got booked. Lays it back to Ashley Young. Across the pitch to Bruno Fernandes. Martial's in a bit of space. Good tackle there from Montoya. But we have played 40 seconds over the time, and there's the final whistle. A very easy, very convincing win against Brighton. I wish Man United could play this well in real life. But we'll be back for the game against Sheffield United, as we'll give McTominay a little bit of praise. Into the Premier League table, we find ourselves 5 points off Arsenal at the top. 3 points off Man City, but we have played earlier than them. Arsenal have Watford, Man City have Bournemouth. So Bournemouth were up in, I think, third? Yeah, third at one point. They've just dropped off the pace a little bit. Liverpool, not the best compared to real life form from last season. But yeah, Arsenal topping the table. Having a very, very good season. If we look at the goals then, Sergio Aguero leads the way with 16, Firmino with 12, Martial with 10. Shaqiri is the best rated player this season, which is odd to see. Firmino and Socrates at the back. Salah has the most assists, and then Emil Buendia, who's a player I've never heard of on Football Manager. Interesting. Deulofeu up there for Watford. David De Gea has the same amount of clean sheets as Leno and Hugo Lloris. Anything else? Man of the match for Tongan with 6, Brooks with 6, and Shaqiri with 4. David Brooks could well be someone that goes on our potential list of people to buy, because he's young and he's British and he's pretty damn good. We'll be back for the game against Sheffield United. See you then. Okay, we're back for the game against Sheffield United, but some news, ladies and gentlemen, because in a game which has already happened, Leicester lost 3-0 to Chelsea. Leicester would have had an interesting player in their starting lineup. One Romelu Lukaku started for them, getting a 6.3. £28 million we sold him for. A bit of a bargain, but yeah. don't care, wanted him off. So we have £28 million available to spend on a player under the age of 23, and I want your comments to let me know what position you think we need to strengthen. And while you're typing those comments, let's get into the game against Sheffield United. I have also turned down a £21 million bid for Phil Jones from Norwich because it was very, very badly stuck out. It was something like once he's played 30 England games, they'd give me 15 million or something. I was like, no, not really happy with that one. But this is how we're going to line up. Gomez comes in at right wing. Greenwood starts up front. Harrett replaces Fernandes. Pogba's back in the team replacing McTominay, who's injured. Wan-Bissaka comes in at right back. Dalot at left back. Everything else stays the same. Fosu-Mensah can't play though because he's got a little knock. So is that going to be... That's too attacking. Let's take Lingard off. And we'll put Bai on the bench like so. In we go then. Angel Gomez coming in for a game. I said in the last game I should probably give him a bit more of an opportunity, a chance to show himself. They're lining up in the same formation as Brighton. That didn't work very well for Brighton. Let's see if it works better for Sheffield United. They do have a distinct lack of pace in their back three with Phil Jagielka playing in the middle. I expect nothing but a win. I think that's very fair because, well, it's Sheffield United and we should be beating them. But Man United should have beaten Crystal Palace and that didn't happen, as we all know. So, yeah, very disappointing. I think Rashford was unlucky with his penalty. To hit the inside of the post and go off for a goal kick on the other side of the goal is very unlucky. If anything, he hit it too well. I hate that phrase, but he did hit the penalty too well. Lingard needs to be dropped in real life. He offers nothing so far. What is it? One goal contribution in the whole of 2019, I think it is. So he's either got a goal or an assist in one game in 2019, or it even goes back further than that, I think. It's just all very disappointing. Pogba over the free kick though for us, and it's just over the bar as Wolves go 1-0 behind to Bournemouth at home. But we've started okay. 4 minutes into the game, we've had that shot from Pogba. Waiting to build some more chances. Interesting to see how Gomez gets on. Started okay. 6.8. Obviously mixing it up a little bit. Fixture congestion around Christmas and January period is always pretty bad. So just got to make sure we know what we're doing. As Luke Freeman puts in a corner and it's headed away, Jagielka picks it up. And obviously I was insulting Phil Jagielka about his pace, but he was there to try and get an assist. And Sheffield United have had 2 shots, and that's one more shot than Brighton managed in 90 minutes. But they are overwhelmed by Chris Wilder's comments to them, which is only going to work in our favour, which I don't mind. Very nice. Throw in then. Tuanzebe to take it into Harrett, who gets a bit of a rare start. Martial over to Fred, into Pogba. Pogba back to Martial. Man City take the lead with a Sergio Aguero goal. Martial goes down the left, crosses into nobody. Pogba flicks it out nicely to Gomez. Gomez shoots on his left foot. It just clips the top of the bar. And the goalkeeper, who is, I don't recognise, Plasibi, I think his name is, was very, very nonchalantly watching that onto the bar as Fleck lays it back to O'Connell. Oh, that's hit Luke Freeman, and there's a, what is Phil Jagielka doing? Greenwood has pounced, Greenwood shoots, and Placide, in goal, makes a save. That sort of thing on Football Manager really annoys me. Why wouldn't Phil Jagielka go to that ball? It was literally rolling down the side of his leg, and he just avoided it. Fred with a corner, in it goes, back post, Dalot's there, and it's headed just past the post. Again, we're dominating the game, we're just not taking our chances as well as I would like. A lot of pressure on Greenwood, starting out front on his own as the youngster. But, he's going to be the mainstay of this team if we keep it on beyond one season. Him and Rashford, I'm sure, will come up with a partnership of some description. But that's up to you guys. If you want to see this go for one season or a bit more, just let me know. Martial has now got a twisted knee after picking up a bruised ankle in the last game. As Fleck with a poor pass, and Greenwood is beaten in the air by Jagielka. But Fred brings it forward, looks for Greenwood in a bit of space, and Mason Greenwood has done very well. Crosses it in towards the back post, and Harrett and Martial getting in each other's way. Harrett lays it back to Diego Dalot, fires that in, Basham with a header away, and Luke Freeman will get there. And is it going to be counter on counter? McGoldrick's in a race with Tuanzebe, and Tuanzebe wins that race, which is great to see. Dalot into Fred. It's been a very long highlight, which generally means a goal's coming, but not always. Martial just accelerating towards the defence. Greenwood on the edge of the box lays it off to Gomez. Gomez just holds it up. Good ball out to Diego Dalot at the left back position. He comes in onto his right foot, shoots, and it's just past the post. Not far wide at all. We played well, but just struggling to get those shots on target. And it's a concern. I might bring on Pereira for Martial, push Harrett into his more favoured inside forward left position. We'll give Greenwood a little bit longer into the second half, but we do need to step this up a little bit. 0-0 against Sheffield United isn't very good, so we'll let Mike Phelan bollock them a little bit. He can play bad cop as we go in and keep the good cop and just demand a bit more from them as Wan-Bissaka comes forward into Pogba. Pogba holds onto the ball. It goes into Harriet. Harriet out left to Diego Dalot. Puts a cross in towards the back post. Jagielka's there again. We keep it alive with Wan-Bissaka. He has a shot from range. He's hit the post. Goalkeeper was nowhere near it. And he's hit the post, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So unlucky. And it's just not... It's not the best. Not the best start to this. Well, it is a very good start to second half, but we should be winning. We should be winning this game, really. And that is disappointing. Let's go Rashford on. And we will do... well, Harriet's just not... Yeah, we'll do Harriet for Bruno Fernandes. He's really good. Fernandes and Pogba in the middle is just a wonderful midfield too. Well, so was Fernandes and McTominay in the last game. It's just McTominay picked up an injury. Ball in from Fernandes. O'Connell gets it away. Rashford will try and get there first. Lays it back to Bruno Fernandes. Back post. Dalot brings it down. Shoots. Deflected. And it's a deflected finish from Jack O'Connell. But Bruno Fernandes comes on and has pretty much got an assist straight away. And they're saying it's the goalkeeper's error. I don't think you can really blame that. It's headed away by O'Connell. Pogba keeps it alive. Rashford gets there first. Back to Fernandes. Cross in. Dalot brings it down. Shoots. There's nothing you can say about the keeper there. That's all the defender's unluckiness. That's not a word, unluckiness, but we'll go for it. There's, what's that? Half an hour to go and we've got the lead. Lovely stuff. The double substitution paying off well. Pogba on a 6.5. That's not very good. Let's bring on Pereira. Don't know why Rude's barking. If you can hear that, I apologise. Yeah, let's do Pereira. Pereira for Pogba. We'll give him a rest. He's still just getting over his tiredness thing. But all in all, we're playing okay. 20 minutes to go in the game. We've kept Sheffield United pretty quiet. 0 shots on target, which means they could score with their first shot on target. That's not an unknown thing. But 10 minutes to go. Victor Lindelof's been booked. George Baldock needs to be closed down, apparently. Go on then. But it looks like we're going to get another win. Wan-Bissaka into Gomez. Gomez back to Andreas Pereira. It goes out to the left-hand side to Diego Dalot, who's got, well, not got the goal, but had the shot that led to the goal. Wan-Bissaka in loads of space. Cross it in. It's deflected. Martial lays it back. Bruno Fernandes. And that's why you bring him on. That's why you play him. That's why you play him. 2-0 to Man United. Lovely stuff. That is the game over. I'm very, very, very happy with that. And it's not been our best performance, but it's been a very good performance nonetheless because we are 2-0 up. And you can't be angry when your team is 2-0 up with 5 minutes to go. And instead of being angry, we'll give him a bit of praise. And I think we can thank Mike Phelan for his wonderful team talk that he gave at half-time, bollocking everybody. As Judge Baldock has unluckily come on and then picked up a knock straight away. But here is the tugboat that is Phil Jagielka into Fleck. Back to Jagielka. Not putting any pressure on him at the moment. Into Fleck again. Into Norwood. Back to Fleck. Into Norwood. Out to O'Connell. Not too sure what Sheffield United are trying to plan here. But they're slowly building it up from the back. Keeping the ball. Then they go over the top. Into Billy Sharp. Who's got the wrong side of Tuanzebe. And he scores a goal. 2-1. 3 minutes to go in injury time. That's not the script we're meant to be playing at. Billy Sharp with a lovely finish. I mean, Sheffield United played it very patiently and very well. You can just hear it's in line with Lindelof and the wrong side of Tuanzebe. So the defensive line sort of all over the place there for us, which isn't the best. And we just sort of need to keep the ball now for 3 minutes. That would be lovely. Andreas Pereira into Gomez. Switch of play, lovely from Angel Gomez. Picks out Diego Dalot at the left back position. He puts a cross in against the other side. Wan-Bissaka, first time volleyed cross is headed away from Basham. Martial's there into the box. He shoots and there we go. We get our 2-goal lead back. His 11th goal of the season for Anthony Martial. 3-1 and Sheffield United's flicker of hope is extinguished very, very quickly. As Wan-Bissaka, what a volley cross that is. That's unbelievable. Good header away from Basham, but it only fell to Martial. As soon as he got in the box at that position, I was pretty confident he was sticking that in the back of the net. But there we go. 3-1. Disappointing to concede the goal, but I will take that result, to be honest. Billy Sharp is controlling the game. I wouldn't quite say that. Fred has the ball into Fernandes. Surely, referee, this is just going to be time up now as Fred is just wasting a bit of time for us. Puts all the way across to Wan-Bissaka with his left foot. Wan-Bissaka tries to get around his man. The cross is blocked. There's full time. It's a double winning episode like we wanted against those two teams that we've played. Lovely stuff. Calmly, well done. Nothing wrong with that. And there we go. So Harry is set for pay increase. That's fine. 93 grand. I don't mind. It's Harry. He's very, very good. And he's pretty young. And we have to get him. So yes, we have £28 million. Where do I invest it? Let me know down below. That would be good. I'm sorry, there will be a bit more break in between videos coming now. I can't really do them every day at the moment. I'm a bit too busy. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, please do donate $1 a month to get your name on this page. And then $1 a month when FM2020 comes out, gets your name in the game as a regen. You can pick them, or as a member of the backroom staff. It's completely up to you. But that's what we'll be doing again in FM 2020. But thank you so much for watching. Go and check out all the links in the description. Football Talk Podcast, Twitter, Patreon, and Teespring for merchandise if you want it. But thank you so much for watching. I'm out. See you soon. Cheers.